In a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here's Breeze to throw. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be a first down for the NFC.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Breeze now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught at the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 40 yards.
Well, how about that? I'm a little bit incredulous there. 4th and very long, and they decide to go for it, and what a play to pick it up.
Yeah, what does that do to the defense now?
Somewhat demoralizing, I would say, but they don't have time to hang their heads.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now the New York Giants star playing in the Pro Bowl as a rookie, Saquon Barkley. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back here right after this.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the NFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. Keenan Allen, 75 yards. And the AFC is an extra point away from tying this game up. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready. 95, 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set.
Hey, easy. Who's that? We go 21.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Breeze going to try and throw on third down. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the NFC on third down. 41 yards. Well, he was so good throwing the football on third down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's third down. He finds a way to convert.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And this is caught at the 8. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Breeze to throw again. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Julio Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the NFC has taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That time, a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. A first-time Pro Bowler. Here's James Conner of the Steelers. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've reached halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the NFC on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with Conner. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Darius Slay of Detroit in on the tackle. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-20.
And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Play action. Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin.
Still 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays,
that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start with a give to counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He was brought down by the Bears safety, Eddie Jackson. You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're a traditionalist. You like AFC versus NFC.
Yes, I do.
But for the games 2014, 15, and 16, they tried something a little different. They held essentially a fantasy draft for players. Year 1, it was Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders as captains. Year 2, Michael Irvin and Chris Carter. And then in year 3, Michael Irvin again matching up against Jerry Rice. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. The 20. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And the AFC has retaken the lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The NFC takes over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing now is Breeze. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Breeze. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And he's unable to grab it. He might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
53.
Again, it's Breeze. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's not something that we see every game now. Todd Gurley held below 50 yards, and we are in the fourth quarter. Got to give a lot of credit. They've done a nice job of bottling him up.
They absolutely have. And a lot of times he can still find holes, but there haven't been the holes there. The offensive line hasn't created much space.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like... And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC from 6 yards away. And the NFC has once again taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. To throw, it's Breeze. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the fourth. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Mahomes. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, how well are you set up for future years with that youngster as your quarterback? Not only are the guys on the team excited about it, think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver, you're thinking Kansas City.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
The AFC thus far on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Mahomes throwing on 4th. That's caught at the 1. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the NFC is going to win the football game. A first down carry by Elliott. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Ready. 95-56.
To throw is Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. It's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
Welcome to Madden NFL 20. Here you can try the all-new QB1 face of the franchise or enjoy the Madden you already know and love with Madden Ultimate Team, franchise, or a quick pickup game and exhibition.
Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip. All in the wrist. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. Car on the wrist. All in the wrist. Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip. All in the wrist. I never switch. Ice in the wrist. I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
Since I blew, they all on my hey back then.
Hello, everyone. It's the coach.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 23-yard line.
Check! Yellow lady! Check! Check! We got it! We got it!
Now the leading rusher in the league, Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys, his second Pro Bowl. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. Well, we've talked about this game being hosted here in Orlando, and you and I are quite familiar with this place, especially you. You live, what, 20, 25 minutes from here?
Yeah, not bad at all, right? An easy trip to come right to the studios here in Orlando. You, of course, have to give a little bit more effort, a quick flight, then you're here, but you've learned this city quite well. And how about it, the Madden Studios right here in Orlando? That's where Coach and the guys hang out as well. They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta. New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots. But in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to completely disagree. I see high scoring, maybe 51-44, something like that. The two punters, so Johnny Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this one.
Johnny Hecker might throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams like to fake it when he's on the field.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Rosas good with the extra point. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go.
Mahomes now on first down. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. A gain of 6 there on first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. On first down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. We mentioned the history of this game, the Pro Bowl. Of course, for many folks our age, the Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last 3 being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still third down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, 143, 154.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, the NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for the AFC. 57 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
11 more on that one and another first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A second-time Pro Bowler here. This is the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. First and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught at the 2. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The coverage good that time by the NFC defense. Brings up 4th down.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. Toss play, counter. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the NFC is going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
On second down, here's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and that's picked up by the AFC.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Pass incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Well, he had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
On first down, Breeze. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL. With a
breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, 33 yards. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
A breakaway from Michael Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Michael Thomas with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. PAT up and good by Rosas. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Rosas good with the extra point. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go!
The AFC offense making their way back out. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and then last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow, I've got blue lady. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 9, check 9. Hero 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You don't want none.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get it.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit.